right now.
Welcome to the Back Office Show, the podcast born in the manager's office where smoothies were blended in the background and hot takes were made off the clock. I'm Capone, and here with me is Combs. And Combs, it's the week of Independence Day.
Good evening, Capone. Yep. Happy 4th of July coming up. Happy 4th of July to all of our listeners by the time that this comes out. Hope you had a good and safe 4th of July.
That's right. Yep. We are doing this podcast Tuesday, July 1st. So we got a few days before the 4th. Combs, you got any plans for the 4th of July?
Um, so I work in a pharmacy
Mm-hmm.
and pharmacies are closed on the 4th of July.
Well, I hope that everything's closed on the 4th of July. It'd be fucked up if you had to work. It's Independence Day.
I mean, well, I work in a grocery store, so it's like,
So they
we're not all closed. I mean, other people are working that day. So I guess
that's
that's just what I'm used to.
that's pretty fucked up.
I know it is, but yeah, pharmacy's closed. It's a paid holiday for your boys. So yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna head over down to Denver, hang out with our boy Kelly,
Very nice. Very nice. That sounds fun.
and yeah, just hit a hit a couple pools, hit a couple dive bars, just have a good time, you know? What about you?
Sounds great. Uh Celebrating Pop's 50th birthday.
Oh, that's
His
right.
yeah, his birthday lands on the 4th. As he says it, it's his day. It's not Independence Day. It's Ryan Cuthbert Day. So
Dude, that is such your dad.
yeah, the fireworks they happen every year on the 4th of July just for him.
Pay
But yeah,
attention.
pay attention. Yeah, so gonna be celebrating the 50th. He's turning the big 50, half a century old. It's pretty crazy.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna go back, celebrate with him, celebrate with some friends and family. What do you look forward to during the 4th? Like what's your favorite thing about the 4th of July?
I would say my favorite thing is gotta be the backyard games.
Yeah, you can't beat
I
that.
love just the smell of the hot dogs, the burgers. That's great to have on in the background, but tossing the bags, playing some cornhole, playing
Yeah.
some horseshoes, and then what is that frisbee game called? Can Jam. Remember when we
Can
played that
Jam.
a couple years ago
I
at our
can't
friend
recall.
Matt?
That's the one that they like the sticks are up, you put them in the ground and then you have to like toss the frisbee to hit like a beer.
No, no, no. That's the one.
Oh.
It's got like a giant garbage can type thing with a slot in the middle.
Oh yes, yes.
And then you
I yeah.
toss the frisbee, you try to
Yep.
hit it in the middle, or you try and hit the actual can. So I would definitely say backyard games. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's
that's just the best.
yeah, you can't beat that. That's up there, top three at least. Best things to do, I
Hmm.
think, in the 4th. I think for me, there's something about obviously the fireworks. I mean, the fireworks are great, but I love the camaraderie. I feel like the 4th of July is one day out of the year where everybody can get together, celebrate our country, and I'll just have a good time. I'll never forget. You remember, like, I think it was 2021. It was right after COVID. We all stayed at G's house, and the night before the 4th, and we woke up and we were listening to "Born in the USA" by Bruce Springsteen. I think like we had a bunch of buddies over, and that morning we were just kind of hanging out and just playing drinking games. That's the other thing. You can drink on the 4th of
Mm,
July starting at 8 a.m. Like it's
yeah.
it's Independence Day. You can do whatever the fuck you want. So yeah, that's I would say that was a great memory. But I think just like hanging out with your buddies, you know, there's no rules. No rules. I think that's what I
I think what
love
you
about it.
said about the camaraderie that's nice
Yeah.
about the 4th of July is a lot of other holidays have that underlying pressure almost. Like
Hmm.
New Year's Eve is like got to be dressed to the nines. Like you're going
Right.
out, it's midnight. Am I going to kiss the girl? And I don't know, Christmas with
Yeah.
family. There's all that. Like 4th of July, you show up
You're
9
wearing
a.m.
overalls. in
Yep.
fucking Star Spangled Banner gear. Your
Yep.
fucking chest hair is out. You're
You're
ready to
wearing a red
play,
t-shirt, blue shorts. You show up with a 12 pack of Bush Light, and that's it. You're good.
and you're good. Your
You're
nuts are
good.
sweaty. It's usually super fucking hot, but you got a beer
Hmm.
in hand, so it makes everything better.
No pressure. No
No
pressure. Just
pressure
show
at
up,
all.
eat a couple dogs, throw a couple bags, have some good conversations. I definitely agree with that. I love
I
the
love the
camaraderie with the
fourth.
fourth.
I
Love the
love the
fourth.
fourth. Ah, it's a great holiday. All right. Well, this week, we've got more NBA news, a lot of NBA news to go through and
Mm.
discuss. I think the Gold Cup is still going on. The USA, speaking of independence, our country, the USA is in
USA.
USA. We're in the semis against Guatemala on Saturday, so that'll be great. Everybody's gonna be super hungover for that game, so that'll be awesome. I don't
Oh, I
think,
can't. Oh, I can't wait.
yeah, no one's gonna
McDonald's and
want.
some USA.
I don't know how many people are actually going to watch that game, but yeah. So Rye, I know that you're excited to talk about all these NBA trades that have been going on. You want to start us out?
Yeah, I'll start off with the obviously the big one, Kevin Durant going to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, young superstar, and Dylan Brooks. Huge, massive, massive deal. I It makes the Rockets, especially with a couple moves that they've made. They signed Dorian Finney-Smith
Mm-hmm.
a couple days ago. They signed Clint Capella. They they lose Dylan Brooks. They signed Dorian Finney-Smith, who is also a 3 and D player like Dylan Brooks is, but
Yeah,
almost a younger and even better one. That roster is they're ready to win now. They were the 2 seed last year,
yeah,
and you add Kevin Durant and them getting Dorian Finney-Smith and Clint Capella was it was a it was a big blow to the Lakers too, us being Laker fans.
yeah, yeah.
But they're
No,
they're they're ready to go.
yeah. I had heard a rumor that Rob Pelinka was trying to call different GMs and say that Dorian had a couple injuries, so that he would have to sign with us. I don't know if that's true or not. I just saw this on some stuff, and hey, look, I get it, man. Dorian he's a great player for us, and we're gonna try to keep him any way we can. But obviously, um, Houston got him, and he's probably looking at that state income tax as well, and saying, I'm gonna keep all my money.
What with Durant with Texas?
No, I was just saying Dorian.
Oh, Dorian. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, we want to keep him with the Lakers, but it's tough because we've got that state income tax, and also, yeah, they're ready to win right now, and I agree. I thought it was so crazy because I get it. KD is an anomaly, right? Like anytime you can get a guy that can shoot, play defense, the Slim Reaper, a guy that can really do it all. You want that guy on your team, but I really like Jalen Green, and I think his cap is it hasn't even happened yet, so it's going to be interesting to see him on the Suns. Um, but yeah, that Suns team, man, what are they doing? They've got all guards.
Yeah, they do have all guards. I low key I like what the Suns are doing. I low key like it. I think they're gonna get rid of Bradley Beal. They'll have D Book. They'll have Jalen Green. They traded for Mark Williams, center for the Hornets. That the trade fell through for the Lakers last year because of that physical. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep, yep,
So they got Mark Williams, and they drafted, I think, with the 10th pick, that center out of Duke, who extremely fucking talented,
hmm
really, really talented. That kid's going to be really good. So to have him and Mark Williams, two centers like that, below the age of 24 years old, with D Book, Jalen Green, they've got pieces. Yeah, they have 9 shooting guards, and it's probably not going to work this year. But those 4 players to build around, really exciting for them.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it's just too many hands to feed. They're gonna have to do something. I feel like
Oh
Devin
yeah,
Booker. Devin Booker's gonna get I think he's going to get pissed off. Like he's obviously that he wants to be the man, but then you got Bradley Beal, and then you've got your guy that's just came from Houston with Jalen Green. Yeah, I like what you're saying, but I can't not think that there's going to be trouble in paradise for them.
Uh, yeah, but they're not going to win a title,
Right.
and they should know that. And I mean, every player wants to compete for a title, but they should all, when they show up on day one, look in the locker room and in the back of their mind saying, "Yeah, we're not fucking winning a title this year." But
Yeah.
hopefully they realize, the ultimate goal. Another crazy thing that happened, wild, I totally blew me away. That happened actually this morning,
What was that?
July 1st. Miles Turner signing a
Yes.
4-year, $107 million contract with the Bucks,
The Milwaukee Bucks.
and probably 3 minutes after that happened, the Milwaukee Bucks fucking release Damian Lillard.
Yep.
Unreal.
Yeah. I mean, he did have that torn ACL,
Achilles.
or sorry, Achilles, torn Achilles. So, I mean, that's probably, was in the back of their mind thinking, what he's going to be out the whole year, but they're still going to have to pay him.
Yeah.
They're
They,
still
they
going to
are
have to pay
paying
him.
him for the next 5 years. Right when the season starts, they're just writing Damian Lillard a $22 million check.
Fucking hell.
$22 million a year for the next 5 years.
Yeah, Giannis can't be too happy about that.
No, I actually, yeah, I posted when that happened on the Back Office Show on Instagram. Give it
Great
a
plug.
follow and a like.
Great plug.
That
Attaboy.
that Giannis was not happy.
Mm.
He posted something on Twitter. You have to go look, or on X. You have
Yeah,
to
the
you
everything
have to
app.
go look at that. But yeah, Giannis threw kind of a little backhanded post. You'll have to go check it out. But yeah, he's
I'll have
not
to check it
happy.
out. Yeah.
He's not happy.
Yeah, I need to get on X. I've never had an account before. I've never had an account. To me it's too stressful. There's too much going on. I don't know how to like Instagram's easy. I'm an old mind, uh old soul for sure. So for me it overwhelms me and then I'm like, I don't know what to do and then I'm out of there. But it also has everything you need to know in the instant. So yeah, maybe with the show now. We might need to do that and start maybe maybe a X thread for the back office show.
Oh, we
You
could
know?
try. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get approval from Elon.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Get a blue tag.
X is pretty stressful. Just a few other things to just go through real quick. The Mavericks
Hmm.
signed D'Angelo Russell to a 2-year, 13 million. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
yep.
I didn't see that. Wow.
They This stuff happens in the NBA all the time. We had a whole thing going on with D'Angelo with the Lakers about how much is he getting paid? Is he getting paid too much? Are we gonna bring him back? This and that. A 2-year, $13 million deal. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's chump change in the NBA to go play with Anthony Davis, ex teammate, while Kyrie recovers.
Got Cooper Flag on that
Mavericks got
team.
Cooper Flag now, first pick of the
Yep.
draft. Congratulations.
Hmm.
That's a great signing for them. The Lakers are in trouble.
We
They're
haven't really done anything.
we no no no. We've done negative. I mean,
Negative.
we've lost Finney Smith, Brooke Lopez, not a great option.
Hmm.
The Lakers needed a big guy, but Brooke Lopez,
Guy's like 55 years old.
he is, but he was on our radar. Like I said earlier, we lost Clint Capella. He was on our radar. He went to the Rockets, and Brooke Lopez goes across the street to go
Yeah.
play with the Clippers. I We don't have a center. We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. The roster isn't changing and it's getting worse.
Yeah, yeah, we're always looking for guys off the bench for the Lakers. Dorian was a big hit. Um, but yeah, we're definitely going to be searching bottom end in the feeder to try to find something. But hopefully, Rob Pelinka can pull something out of his ass. The other one that I saw that everybody's kind of buzzing about is what the Nuggets did.
I'm glad you brought that up. Live in Colorado, have
Yep.
had a few friends bring up to me, hey, you got to
Well,
talk about the
let's be
Nuggets.
honest. Let's be honest. We have a group chat, and
Yeah.
it's been nonstop. Like, hey, the back office show needs to bring up how the Nuggets killed this offseason so far in the trades, and how the Lakers have been shitting, shitting the brick, and so they a couple buddies have wanted to bring it up, wanted us to bring it up on the show, and hey, look, kudos to them. They have made some pretty good trades and good picks. So I think that we got to give them their flowers for sure. There was Bruce Brown is coming back to the team on a 1 year, $3 million deal. Tim Hardaway coming from the Pistons, and you got Valanciunas as well. They got him. So yeah, I would say, and then Michael Porter Jr. left. He's not on the team anymore. But they did a great job getting Tim Hardaway, to replace him. And yeah, I definitely like the picks. Did I miss anybody? Or
Well, Michael Porter Jr. got traded along with a first round pick to the
mm,
Brooklyn Nets for Cam Johnson. They
yep,
became, in the snap of a finger, such a better shooting team,
yep,
such a better defensive team. The Nuggets, we'll see what the Rockets can do. But Bruce Brown coming back with that familiarity,
yep.
I I will be doing it in the next week or so. I think the Nuggets are the second best team in the West. They
Wow,
are they are dangerous. They are very, very, very dangerous now.
wow.
And yeah, I it pisses me off because I don't fucking like the Nuggets at all. I
I
hate
was gonna
them a
say,
lot.
yeah, that's a lot coming from you.
I hate them.
Yeah.
But
um,
they are a problem, and they did an unbelievable job in the offseason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, especially having Jokic, Murray, and Gordon on that team. You've got your staple, and then bringing those guys in. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun to watch and see what they do. Hopefully, we can figure something out so we can beat them a couple times, our boys. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is there anything else, Rye, that we're missing from the NBA or?
No, I mean, there's a lot of other shit that's been going on, but Rockets,
Yeah,
KD,
the big ones,
Miles,
anyways. We're
yeah,
we're hitting on all of them.
yeah, we hit on all of them.
Okay. All righty. Well, we're gonna move on then, and head to our trivia section of our podcast. So Rye, I think I liked last week what we did, where we just kind of went back and forth.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of like continuing that if that's cool with you, and just to give you a heads up of what I'm going to be doing, the trivia that I'm going to be giving you today, uh, in the um, talks of NBA today. I'm going to keep it all NBA for you.
Oh, all
Yep.
right,
I'm going
let's
to keep it all
go.
NBA. Three questions, and some are multiple choice, and yeah, and then the other ones are just you're going to have to guess and figure it out.
Okay, I'm super excited. So start me off.
Okay. First question for you. Who was the first woman to hold a coaching position in the NBA?
I mean, I know the fucking answer. Not multiple choice, is just straight up.
Straight up.
Okay.
You should know this.
Yeah. Becky Hammond with the Spurs.
Where'd she go to college?
CSU.
Yeah, damn right. Colorado State University,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, go Rams.
I watched a few of her games live with my dad.
No way.
Oh, dude, we knew like yeah, and she went to the Las Vegas Aces, I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure in the WNBA and played. She was special.
Yeah.
Right? That
I want to. Well, she coached there. I know that.
Oh, that's right. She
Uh,
coached there.
Becky Hammond played for. Let's see. What team did she play for? Um, her playing time, because she got time obviously after her playing time in the WNBA. She went over
Right.
to Greg, and then
She was so badass, dude. Like she was. I mean, my dad and I mean, we like made it a point to get tickets because we were like, we're gonna go watch Becky Hammon. Becky Hammon was a baller.
yeah, she was a stud. Looking it up right now. So she played for the New York Liberty
Oh, that's right.
and then she went to San Antonio, played for the Silver Stars, and ended her career there.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, so she 6-time WNBA All Star, retired in 2014 with 5,800 points and 1,700 assists, and then went on to have an epic coaching career. And yeah, won two championships with the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, love
Yep.
Becky.
Yeah, she's awesome. Great representative for CSU, our alma mater. All right, Ryan, I'm ready.
Okay. So you got an NFL question,
All right.
golf question, and a baseball question.
NFL, golf, baseball.
Yep.
Got it. All righty. Give it to me.
So name, and you can, if you have the current one, that would be pretty sweet too. But besides the current team, name all of the teams that DeAndre Hopkins has played for in his NFL career.
God damn.
I,
Wow, we're going loaded question here. All right.
yeah.
Okay, so DeAndre Hopkins, he started out with the Houston Texans,
Okay.
and then after the Houston Texans, I'm not going to go in order. I'm just going to go now from
Yeah.
what teams
Yeah.
I remember. So he played for the Chiefs.
Yep.
He's played for the Tennessee Titans,
Yep.
and and he played for the Phoenix Cardinals. No?
Not Phoenix.
Oh, not Phoenix, fucking Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. Do you know by chance what team he just signed with in the offseason, who he's currently playing for?
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let me
I didn't even
I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna guess. The fucking Miami Dolphins. I feel
No.
like
The Baltimore Ravens. He's going to be a Baltimore
Oh,
Raven next year.
damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Him and Lamar. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. That'd be cool.
Yep.
Damn, that's a good question. All right. That was a good question.
You got
All
it
right.
though. I mean, you got it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, second question. Which coach has the most wins in NBA history?
Multiple choice. Sorry, I keep on. This is
This
not
one,
multiple choice.
this one, I'll give you multiple choice.
I think I know the answer. Can I go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
Popovich.
That's right. That's correct. That's
All
correct.
right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he'll know this. Like, I did have multiple choice, and then I was like, yeah, no, he should be good with this. He's an NBA expert. He knows his
Pop.
NBA. Pop.
Love Pop. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Which golfer is known as the Golden Bear?
See, this is gonna fuck me up because I have very limited knowledge when it comes to the PGA. The Golden Bear. Is that the Golden Bear? Oh, is it John Daly? But he's got blonde hair. I feel like that would be a good nickname
No.
for him.
I maybe if you want to give it another just if you want to give it another shot, think about like three of the best golfers of all time.
Is it Arnold Palmer?
No, but he's in that.
It's
kind
Jack
of-
Nicklaus.
It is Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, okay.
It is Jack.
Third
Nicklaus.
time's a charm.
Yeah.
All right.
John
Yeah.
Daly.
John Daly, dude. He's got blonde hair. I was like, you know what? He's a big brute. It
He
makes
is a
sense.
big brute.
He's a big brute.
I think
drinking
he's
beers
known
and
as
they're
the
like, "Hey,
flaming cigarette.
Golden Bear.
I think he's
Oh,
known
the-
as the flaming cigarette.
Flaming cigarette.
Reeking
He's always
of
doing
booze.
crazy shit, fucking reeking of booze, always going to Hooters, and hitting his ball off of like Miller Lights
That guy is like
and
clinically,
striping it and
he is
striping it.
clinically insane. And yeah, he's really fucking good at golf. It's
Dude,
crazy.
Tiger Woods even it said like when they were both in their prime that like if he would have taken as much dedication as Tiger would have, like he thinks that he would have been better than him. Like he was that
Wow.
good. Like
He was.
there was the 30 for 30. If you haven't watched it on John Daly, great 30 for 30. I love that type of shit. I watch all the 30s, 30 for
There's
30s.
a 30 for 30 on John Daly.
It's a 30 for 30 or a E60.
Oh,
It's one of
okay.
yeah, it
Yeah,
might be
yeah, yeah.
one of those, but it goes into depth about like his rise and fall, after getting because he was a nobody. He was a nobody. He went to like Mississippi State and like I think
Mhm.
he got a following because he was just like he had that long mullet and he was just rip what was his go-to like he was saying like grip it and rip it. I think grip it and rip it was like his slogan.
That sounds right.
But yeah, and then yeah, this was in the 90s, and then he would always have a cigarette in his mouth. So then he became famous, and I think he won like one big PGA championship, and then yeah, it went all downhill from there. Too many booze and tits. Um, Alrighty, last question on my end. Who was the first European-born player to win the NBA MVP award? Do you want a multiple
I,
choice?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Um, to say it again. So, who was the first European-born player to win the NBA MVP award? Was it Pau Gasol, Tony Parker, Dirk Nowitzki, or Arvydas Sabonis?
I don't think what was the first two that you said?
So, Pau Gasol, Tony Parker, Dirk Nowitzki, and Arvydas Sabonis.
Okay, well, Powell and Tony Parker didn't win MVPs. Sabonis, he was a good player, but no way. And by the way, that's the father of Domantas Sabonis
Yep.
on the Sacramento Kings.
Good
He was,
clarification.
yeah, he was a really good player, but
NBA expert here,
I
Columbus.
don't think he ever won an MVP. I'd have to go with Dirk on
Columbus
that.
Golnick. That is Dirk. Three for
Yeah,
three, baby. 3 for 3. Very nice. Very
thank
nice.
you, thank you,
He knows his NBA.
thank you. I thought it was going to be like Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is
Oh no,
Canadian.
he's
He's
Canadian. Yeah,
Canadian.
he's
Yeah.
Canadian.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm going, yeah, baseball. And this is
Okay.
multiple choice.
Okay.
Who holds the record for the most home runs in the single season in the MLB? Is
hmm
it Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, or Babe Ruth?
In a single season,
Yeah,
those are all fucking sluggers.
I
Holy
know.
shit.
I
That's a hard
know.
one. I'm gonna go with my gut and say Barry Bonds.
Nice, dude.
Okay. Okay. Because Barry Bonds, I mean, like, dude, that guy was just hitting bombs over Baghdad, dude. Like,
Very nice.
yeah, Barry
Is he a
Bonds.
Hall of Famer?
Well, I would say he's a Hall of Famer, but
Good answer.
other pussies would say that he's not because of the roids. But I mean,
I hate when people say that he's not a Hall of Famer.
here's the thing, dude. Like when you look at his head proportionate to his body, it's a fucking bobblehead. I mean, he obviously did some shit. Any of those guys in that era, I mean, like it wasn't okay. Like when you look at Barry Bonds when he was like a rookie and
With the Pittsburgh Pirates.
and all of a sudden with the Giants, he was just fucking Big Papa. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, nah. Well, he has small nuts now, but he's got the most homers in a single season. So who gives a fuck? Um, Alrighty. Well, we're gonna transition over to our sports bet of the week, and Columbus, we had a great week. We had a
Congratulations, dude.
we
Yeah,
had a
we
great
went.
week.
Yeah, we both nailed. Well, I nailed.
Mine was a nail biter. Mine
Nail
was a nail
biter.
biter.
Nail
But it
biter
was
for the
fun.
USA.
Those ones are the best to root for, especially when they go your way. But yeah, I was definitely sweating for sure. It got down to the nitty gritty with those penalty kicks, and our goalie, man, guy's like 6'4", 6'5". I mean, he came up clutch for us. So But yeah, both 1-0. And just to clarify, I know that we've had a couple bets in the last few episodes, but me and Rye wanted to let everybody know that that first bet that we did was just kind of like our first roundabout of trying to figure out like what we were doing. We also at that point like had brought up like we're gonna get a hat first to 10. So we wanted last week to be our first week, and that's not because we both went 0-1. So so whatever. It's our fucking podcast. It's not yours. Fuck you. Um, so we're both 1-0. And then another thing before I get into it is um just for clarification, because we know that we can't, we've talked about it, we can't just pick any type of bet. Ones that are like minus 200, because that's too easy, right? Like sometimes it doesn't work, but like, so what we've come to terms, me and Combus, is that we are going to from here on out do bets that they have to at least be minus 150 odds moving forward, unless you're doubling down. If you wanted to double down, that's totally fine, like what I did last week, and then get plus money. But yeah. So
Well, no, yeah, and with that, like, if you're gonna do, I would still say the cutoff is like minus 170. But
okay, yeah,
if you're gonna bet on a minus 170, you got to put up double the stakes
I like
almost.
that. I like that.
Like you have to bet two to win one, and if you lose on like a minus 180, like you subtract your
Mhm.
your previous win.
Oh, subtract it. Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
you gotta put up this. If you're gonna go with like a minus 170, minus 180, you gotta put up the stakes.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm never gonna do that. So
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not gonna do it
I'm not
anyway,
gonna
but
do that. Yeah,
we're just laying down the
yeah,
ground
yeah.
rules.
Laying down the ground rules. We're doing it on the show. You guys heard it here first. So all right. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I started last week.
Okay, cool. So my bet this week is actually MLB game happening tomorrow, 3:45 game. It's the Detroit Tigers to beat the Washington Nationals money line. It is minus 110, and here's why. From Ryan's face, Combus's face, that doesn't look good. Maybe he picked the same exact fucking game, but it's all right. If that's what happened,
Oh my
then we're
god, keep
gonna.
going. Just
That's
keep
okay. All
going.
right. Okay.
Keep going.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you a little breakdown while Ryan scrambles. But yeah, so I have him at minus 110, and here's the reasons why. So Detroit elite pitching staff. They rank third in the MLB with a 3.44 ERA and fourth with a 1.18 WHIP. Um, both top tier metrics versus a struggling Nationals pitching staff that has a 5.01 ERA and a 1.39 WHIP. Their bullpen, that of the Detroit Tigers, is significantly stronger, 13th versus Nationals being 30th in ERA. And then the pitching that tomorrow is Mackenzie Gore versus Jack Flaherty. Nationals are countering with Mackenzie Gore. He's 3-8 with a 3.9 ERA, but he's prone to the long ball. He's got 11 home runs that he's allowed. Tigers have been, they're a slugging team. They have a great offense. So they're looking to exploit that. Flaherty, meanwhile, has struggled midseason. He's got a 4.8 ERA, but his track record first Washington is 2-0 in 12 and a half innings since 2023. So I like the Tigers going into tomorrow's game. Combus, I want to hear what happened. I want to hear what
That
happened because
is
his
my
eyes just got so big.
that is my favorite moment of the podcast so far, and I think it's gonna take something big to beat that. My bet involves the same fucking game.
No way. No,
My
literally
bet
when I said
involves the
that,
same game.
for the listeners out there, when I first had just started like saying that bet, Combus's eyes got so big, and I was like, oh fuck, here we
No
go.
fucking
But
way.
I would love to hear it.
Wow. And so they're playing a doubleheader
Yes,
tomorrow
doubleheader. Yep.
on June 2nd.
Yep.
So, in a lot of the reasoning that you just gave is a part of my reasoning.
Yeah.
I have the Tigers and the Nationals, the second game of the doubleheader at 3:45 p.m. over 7.5.
No way, dude. I swear to God, I was
I
thinking eight. I was thinking eight. That is great, dude. Great minds think alike. Great
That is
minds think alike.
unbelievable, dude.
That's
I'm
unreal.
doing that because yes, Nationals bullpen not that great.
Mhm.
It's the second game of a doubleheader. You see this all the time. You play the first game. Normally, the same guys play the second game, but you're playing a second game of a doubleheader. Even though it's new pitchers, it's a little bit more of a relaxed feel. The bats are kind of swinging a little bit more. You just played 9 innings,
Yep.
so you've almost taken 4 or 5 rounds of real life batting practice. You're going to be seeing the ball better. Flaherty, just like you said, has been struggling midseason. I noted that.
Mhm.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe this. Mackenzie Gore, same thing. He's been
Mhm.
pretty good this year. He's been really good this year. He's got a lot of strikeouts. He can strike people out, but he's been struggling too. Both of those offenses have been pretty hot. Nationals just played the Dodgers
Mhm.
recently.
Yep.
They were putting up 7 runs like it was their job.
Yep.
And yeah, I think a couple struggling-ish pitchers with a couple mediocre bullpens being the second game of a doubleheader. I like the
I
over
like it.
seven. I like the over 7.5 in the
You
second
son of a
game.
bitch. That's what I
I
was thinking
can't
over eight, dude.
believe
I
you
was thinking,
did that.
that's so great.
I
I had
can't
it
believe you
over
did
eight.
that.
But yeah, I wanted to go money line. So that's great because we're gonna be watching the same game tomorrow.
That is so
Yep.
cool.
We're gonna watch that game. You guys, thank you so much for listening in to another edition of the Back Office Show. Happy Fourth to everybody. Please be safe. Drink responsibly. Have a fucking blast. Get those overalls out. And please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at the Back Office Show. Follow us on YouTube, the Back Office Show. Little tricky, but you guys will get it eventually. But yeah, thank you again for listening, and you guys have a great week.
I love it, man. See ya.